Hi, my name is Julian Barajas, and I am a senior with hopes of graduating in the fall of 2020. It's been a long 4.5 years, and I'm ready to get out of here, get on with my life, and start the next chapter. Right now, I'm a communication major with an emphasis in public relations. Previously, I was an environmental science major, and no offense to any environmental science majors, but it just wasn't for me. It didn't really suit who I was. I was only in environmental science for the first year, and after that, I transitioned to communication. Thankfully, I didn't wait 3, 4 years to find out what I really wanted to do, and communication was the field for me, and I'm really thankful for all it's had to offer. Uh, as for post graduation, I hope to join either a PR firm or become a communication specialist for a company, or at the very least, help build a company's communication department from something that is weak to something that is stronger. That would be my ultimate goal, my ultimate aspiration. As for my hero story, so I'm going to choose one from my professional field. Now, my professional field right now is an after school care provider. While this isn't my long term professional goal, right now it is what I love to do other than school. On any given day, I can see between 80 and 100 kids, ranging from 6 years old to 11 years old, so kindergarten through fifth grade, with lots of kids who need some support or need some help. But my story will focus on one individual who needed more support and more help than you would say the average. So this individual didn't have the best home life. Guardian was not always there for them. Whoever was there couldn't always be around them. So they would maybe go home and they wouldn't see them until maybe the next morning. So this child needed some extra attention. Now, this child was a troublemaker, for the lack of a better word. He acted out a lot, but during one week he showed up and he was just super quiet, super uncharacteristic of him. And I went up to him and I asked him, "Hey, what's going on? You all right?" Just super casual. And he said, "Yeah, I'm okay. Just going through a little bit." And I was like, "Oh, do you want to talk about it?" And he said, "No, I'm okay." So I just kind of went on business as usual, but I kind of kept an eye on him. Now, 3 or 4 days went by and nothing changed. It actually kind of got a little bit worse. He was all to himself. Now, this kid's usually a social butterfly. I have to plead for him to stop talking sometimes, but he was just super within himself. And I went out to him and said, "Okay, what's really going on? Like, I know you're going to tell me that everything's all right, but I know that's not the truth." So he eventually told me that he was going through some stuff at home. And I talked to him through it. I talked to him for about 30 minutes. That was a long time that for me to be one on one with him. And it was something he really needed. So I learned a lot of things about him that day. I learned that he needed someone behind him and in his corner to kind of support him and kind of be that person, like that fan, like that one person that can really vouch for him. So over time, we kind of developed like a mentor and mentee kind of vibe. He would come to me for advice, whether it was homework or home life, or maybe he was asking me, "Hey, how do I shoot this basket? What's the best way to do this?" Stuff like that. And I didn't really think something so small could turn just like something that was so important to this child. While he has moved on since, and he is older now, he has seen me in public and he said, "Hey, you really helped me. I really thank you for that." But I was really glad that I could be there for him in his time of need. Now, while I couldn't, I told him I didn't have all the answers because I myself was a child. I'm still a child. I'm a big child. Um, but I was giving him my best advice, and I told him take it with a grain of salt. But I told him that if you need anything, I will be this person for you. And that's kind of like my big hero story and kind of something I'm most proud of. Now, while this might not be a hero story to others, for me personally, it is something that I take great pride in. As for my three goals that I plan to take out of this class, the first one being I hope to better utilize persuasion. Now, for right now, I'm going to use school as an example. Persuasion can be easily used to talk to your professors. Maybe you can persuade them to give you a bump, a couple points up in your grade, or even extend a late deadline for you. But persuasion is super important, and I would love to be able to learn how to use it better and honestly use it to my advantage. Secondly, I would like to know when people are trying to persuade me. It's easy to see when someone's trying to persuade you, but you want to try to remain as composed and confident as you can. They're going to throw all of this information at you, these facts, and you want to try to stay within yourself and open enough that you can understand what they're saying. But at the same time, I would also like to be able to respond critically and think critically and give them my own 2 cents. Lastly, I hope to use persuasion and transition it into the professional field. Uh, for example, when you're trying to get more money, more salary from your boss, maybe get another position, it's really important to be able to use persuasion. It's a dog eat dog world eventually at some point, so you're going to have to prove to others why you're better than them. And if you have to use a little persuading, saying, I'm better, they're not, this is why, then that's what you have to do. But you have to do it in the most professional way as possible. But these are just some of the things I hope I can learn while taking this class, and I hope that it will help me in the long run.